I don't know. So I know with like boy bands and Japanese band, or I mean girl groups,
Like the
like
idol to ka?
AKB48, yeah, AKB48, SMAP, like all those guys, like when they came up, they all signed a contract like they can't publicly date anybody. So that's just a whole known fact. And if you are caught dating, I remember this one girl got caught back in 2011, and she had to shave her head, like she shaved her whole head, like on live TV.
That's an interesting one too, right? Like that's a rabbit hole in and of itself. Like how come idols, which are like Japanese versions of, or Japanese or Korean or Chinese versions of like boy bands or girl bands, why do they have to adhere to this very strict standard in public? And the answer is very dark, right? The answer is because the men that buy all that stuff, like there's a really big portion of men that buy idol stuff, you know? They're perverts and they don't want to see these girls that they enjoy so much with other men because they want to keep them for themselves. And it's this like deviant sexual reason as to why they can't date in
Bro,
public.
yeah, it's fucking. And Americans will never understand. Like their level of a perv is like an old man with a mirror at the bottom of his cane. We went to Tower Records because we wanted to go see if our own album was there. Instead, we ran into a line of probably like 150 old men for the AKB48 release. And we're just walking in. These dudes are buying like not only all the CDs, but then if it came with a T-shirt, two posters, and then maybe a DVD set that came with it. They're just carrying this, and they're all over 40 years old. And that is just a level of perviness like Americans will never ever understand.
Yeah, I've always summarized it, and it's one of those things that unless you're there, and not even like it, not even if you see it in memes or you see it in videos, you know, unless you've lived there and seen like the pervy side of Japan, you won't understand. And I've always summarized it this way: Japan is so like tight assholed all the time and like structured to where you don't come outside of this box. They've got a saying that the nail that sticks out gets hammered down. Like that's how they want you to fit into like this box and be a salary man and do this. They're so
Yeah.
stuck in that box that when they do go outside that box and do get freedom to be like themselves and be weird, they go all the fuck out.